So it looks like the iPhone 15s actually have a very interesting update. And this is something that's very interesting because we very rarely see Apple kind of not misquote, but undersell some iPhone features or something along those lines with certain devices. Now, what does this mean? Well, with every single iPhone that Apple's ever made for the most part, they always kind of showcase and tell us essentially how big the battery size is and basically how good the battery life is at that point as well. If you make your way over to their websites, they even give you some breakdown of exactly how this iPhone holds up and the battery compares against certain other iPhones. But what's very funny is for the iPhone 15, Apple actually states that their particular iPhone, so, the battery life of their particular, devices is actually better than what they actually expected. So this is something that is very crazy. Again, Apple very rarely takes back and kind of undersells their iPhones, but it looks like for their battery health settings, in iOS 17.4, Apple basically gave us a little bit more of battery health options, for our particular iPhones. And it looks like, for reading this from 9to5Mac, Apple initially said the iPhone 15's battery would retain up to 80% of its original capacity at 500 complete charge cycles. But now Apple is telling them, I guess the company's telling strictly exactly to 9to5Mac, that the iPhone 15 can retain 80% of its original capacity at 1000 complete charge cycles. So this is a very interesting change here because, like I said, if Apple knew this from the beginning they would have probably told everybody at that time because it would have been a really big, deal in my opinion, because if your iPhone can withstand 1000 charge cycles and still have, 80% battery health, that is a very big deal because not a lot of phones and a lot of tech can really do that. But the other big thing is that when you're getting this type of device, you can kind of see that if you're wanting to keep this iPhone for an extra year or two, like let's say, you want to keep it for 6 years or 7 years, you're going to be able to use those iPhones probably for that particular time because the battery health of this iPhone isn't really going to be that down. So that's a very big thing here. But like I said, they didn't really know this, I think, until iOS 17.4, until they started testing and tooling around this, battery health. I do wonder if this will affect the iPhone 12's battery health and other battery health from those devices, because as we know, those ones weren't really doing that well and doing so hot for the most part. But I will tell you, for a lot of people out there, if you're planning on buying something like the iPhone 15, this is another great case of why you should probably pick up one of these devices. They're very good. They have so much capability and so much quality. And I definitely do think these are very good devices. They're very solid. And I've been loving these iPhones since they first came out. But this is a very cool thing. Hopefully we end up getting some newer things like this too from some other iPhones. But in terms of that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.